Shocking news has spread across the boxing world after reports claim that Anthony Joshua may have suffered a brain injury following a serious car accident in Nigeria. While the situation is still developing and official sources say his condition is stable, these claims have worried fans and sparked concern about his health and future in boxing. Right now, many questions remain unanswered, and people are waiting for clear and confirmed updates. Despite the frightening videos and online claims about brain damage, the latest confirmed reports say that Anthony Joshua is stable in the hospital after the car crash in Nigeria. He suffered only minor injuries, but the situation is still tragic as two close friends and members of his team sadly lost their lives in the accident.
He should have at least 9 months to recover from the brain damage he suffered. On top of that, he claiming that the rumors of Anthony Joshua have...
Jake Paul set aside his rivalry with Anthony Joshua after hearing about the car crash in Nigeria and showed genuine respect. He shared a message saying that life is more important than boxing and offered prayers for Joshua and for the two people who sadly lost their lives. Other major boxing figures also reacted with support. Turki Al-Sheikh said he was thankful Joshua survived, sent condolences to the families of the victims, and wished strength to those recovering. Promoter Frank Warren also shared his thoughts and prayers, hoping for Joshua's quick recovery and comfort for the grieving families. Even Alexander Usyk, one of Joshua's biggest rivals, put competition aside to send a heartfelt message, offering condolences for the loss of Joshua's close friends and encouraging him to stay strong. Together, these responses show how the boxing world can come together with respect and humanity during tragic moments.
And I don't know, so I don't want to say that, but I'm hoping that some of the news we're hearing that it doesn't look like he has any major injuries is true.
Some reactions to Anthony Joshua's car crash took an unexpected turn, with strange and controversial opinions spreading online. One comment, similar to the kind often heard on podcasts, suggested that it was somehow lucky Joshua may not have been wearing a seatbelt, claiming the outcome could have been worse otherwise.
And that would be fantastic, and obviously be a very lucky boy if that was the case.
This sparked heavy debate among fans on social media, as people argued back and forth while trying to understand how Joshua survived the crash while two others tragically lost their lives.
Alexander Usyk said, "This is an unbelievable loss. Sina Atlatif are two incredible people who are not only part of AJ's team, but also friends. My sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery. Stay strong, champion."
Eddie Hearn addressed Anthony Joshua's car crash in a calm and serious way, cutting through the online rumors. He confirmed that Joshua was taken to the hospital after being injured in the accident in Nigeria and will stay under medical observation while doctors continue their checks. Hearn's response showed cautious optimism, focusing on Joshua's recovery and offering support as more confirmed details about the tragic situation come out.
I mean,
that's bonkers. Thank God he didn't have a seatbelt on. I never say that. Thank God he didn't have a fucking seatbelt on, because if he did,
there's no way.
He would be dead.
There's
Probably,
no
or fucking severely.
Ryan Garcia also reacted to the shocking news of Anthony Joshua's car accident, as the boxing world continued to express concern and support. While Ryan did not release a detailed statement, reports confirming that Joshua survived with minor injuries brought some relief, even as two close friends tragically lost their lives in Nigeria. Chris Eubank, GR. shared a more emotional response, saying he was thankful Joshua survived, but deeply saddened by the loss of Joshua's team members, Sendagami and Kevin Latif Idol, whom he described as kind and genuine people. He urged fans to pray for their families and recognize the human pain behind the headlines. Other fighters and media figures also shared prayers and condolences online, showing that this tragedy goes beyond boxing rivalries and reminds everyone how fragile life can be outside the ring.
Be there for them and the family, anything they need. You know, sometimes when someone is a star, they have a lot of things in their life taken care of for them. So you really have to move into that mode in this situation as well. Make sure obviously they're getting the best medical attention, make sure their family are safe and happy and as happy as can be.
Eddie Hearn gave an update on Anthony Joshua after his car crash in Nigeria, bringing some reassurance amid the chaos. Hearn said he was on holiday when he heard the news, and from the images he's seen, Joshua seems okay despite the shock and minor injuries. He added that they are still trying to contact Joshua directly and are waiting for more detailed medical information as investigations continue. Reports suggest the crash happened because of excessive speed and a risky overtaking maneuver, which caused Joshua's SUV to hit a stationary truck. Tragically, 2 of Joshua's close associates lost their lives, but Joshua was rescued alive and taken for medical care while authorities continue their inquiry. Verified reports confirmed that Anthony Joshua's Lexus SUV crashed into a stationary truck on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in On-State while attempting to overtake. Tragically, 2 of his companions died in the accident, but Joshua survived with minor injuries and was taken to the hospital for treatment. The boxing community remains in shock as authorities continue investigating the deadly crash.
I hope and pray that Anthony Joshua is okay. Life happens so fast. 1 minute on top of the world, the next not. Stay safe, boys. Let's finish this year strong.
Liam Gough gave a serious report on Anthony Joshua's car accident in Nigeria, emphasizing how severe the situation is. He noted that the crash has shocked the boxing world, with fans and media eager for official updates on Joshua's condition, the ongoing investigation, and how this incident could affect his life and career outside the ring.
Joshua collided with a stationary truck. However, the exact circumstances of the crash are still under investigation. A video of the incident just you've seen, the 35-year-old former heavyweight champion being rescued from the wrecked vehicle appears to have suffered injury. So the traffic officials have spoken about this incident. Let's take a listen to them.
What we'll discover was that men at Shagam unit informed us of the unfortunate incident. From what we got to understand was that there was a trailer that was parked at the shoulder, whereby the vehicle conveying Anthony Joshua and his team did a wrongful overtake, and they ran into that vehicle, which was definitely because of the overspeeding. I didn't been doing no overspeeding, probably that wouldn't have been that fatal. And from the report we have 5 people were involved in the total. 2 people lost their lives, and the rest just had injuries. He was not among the people that died anyway, but the DSS details that were with him took him to an undisclosed location, took him to an hospital.
Tony Bellow's perspective on the Anthony Joshua car accident adds a calm, experienced voice amid the shock. While he hasn't commented directly yet, his track record suggests he would urge patience and careful attention to verified facts. Bello emphasizes that health and human life come before headlines or speculation, reminding fans to respect the seriousness of the situation and show empathy for everyone affected.
Anthony Joshua's SUV struck the stationary truck. So I just want to give you guys the breaking news. Unfortunately, Anthony Joshua was involved. in a car accident in Nigeria. Prayers to Anthony H.A. Joshua and his family.
Interviven amid the tragedy. A clip of Anthony Joshua reflecting on life and priorities resonates deeply. He talks about family sacrifices and the choices fighters make outside the ring, which feels especially powerful after the crash that killed 2 people and left him hospitalized with minor injuries. His message reminds fans that boxing is only part of his life, and what truly matters is his health and the well-being of his loved ones as he recovers.
A little bit days water, he could get seriously hurt. I don't believe Josh would have. I believe Josh might have some compassion in him.
New details about Anthony Joshua's tragic car crash in Nigeria reveal the severity of the incident. Authorities report that the Lexus SUV he was in was reportedly speeding and lost control while overtaking, crashing into a stationary truck. Tragically, 2 of his close friends and team members died at the scene. Joshua survived with minor injuries and was taken to the hospital in stable condition, while others in the vehicle experienced different levels of harm. The news has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, leaving fans and fellow fighters deeply saddened.
I realized that I was working away from home. I was spending time with my friends, and my wife wasn't happy. So I had to kind of look at the decisions I was making, and I had to come back home to boxing, and I had to sacrifice, I had to take a look at my life, make necessary changes to put my love back.
Eddie Hearn's update on Anthony Joshua's car accident in Nigeria offered some cautious relief amid the shock. Hearn said he was on holiday when he got the news, and from the footage he has seen, Joshua appears to be okay despite the crash that tragically killed 2 of his close friends and team members. Officials confirmed that Joshua is stable in the hospital and under observation following the incident.
We have updates on the tragic car crash involving Anthony Joshua. The fatal car crash claimed the lives of 2 people who we now know to be his strength and conditioning coach Sina Evolve Gami and his close friend Latif. Badu Jack, who is a 3-division boxing world champion, confirmed on Instagram that Latif aka Lats was one of the 2 people killed. In fact, Joshua's last Instagram story before the crash was with Lats playing ping pong. The Federal Road Safety Corps in Nigeria said preliminary reports show that Joshua was in the backseat of a black Lexus truck, which was suspected to be going over the speed limit. Several boxers shared their condolences, including Chris Eubanks and Jake Paul. We will continue to update with anything we learn.
Confirmed reports show that Anthony Joshua survived a serious car accident in Nigeria with minor injuries. Tragically, 2 of his closest friends and team members died when the SUV he was traveling in collided with a stationary truck on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Joshua was taken to the hospital in stable condition and is being closely monitored. The emotional impact on him and the boxing world is huge, as fans and fighters alike reflect on how fragile life can be outside the ring. How do you think this will affect Joshua's future in boxing and his recovery journey? Share your thoughts in the comments.